out over there? Okay, one more time. Can everybody hear me out here? Good. I'd like to take this time to talk to you about a couple important things. First of all, what happened here yesterday. We commemorated the 75th anniversary of the first games that were played over at Park Point. Some of you already know, our major leaguers are equipped with Lycoming Dairy, Lundy Lumber, and Jumbo Pretzel shirts, hats, to honor the 1939 teams, the three teams that started Little League history. And they are over here on our third baseline, Jumbo Pretzel, wave, Lundy Lumber, and Lycoming Dairy. And you're probably saying, wait a minute, that's Lonzo Lundy's and 40 at 8. Not today. Not this weekend. Out here, you'll see some of our minors and our T-ball teams. Today we had 4 teams here commemorating the T-ball round robin with our 75th anniversary. A lot of the kids left, some of them stayed. The ones that stayed, I salute you. Thank you for staying this long. As I mentioned, in 1939, the whole idea of Little League Baseball began on a field by a gentleman by the name of Carl E. Stutz and 2 other managers that managed those teams. Today, I asked everybody to be here so we can honor some of those 1939 guys. And I do have a pleasure to look over to my right and see a couple of them here. So today, this is our way of saying thank you to those guys, Carl E. Stutz. I do believe I have Mr. Al Urick, Mr. Bill Baird, and Mr. Dick Hauser here. If I can have them come forward. I also have the pleasure, someone sitting over on the bleachers, or actually over to my right, is Karen Stutz Myers. She's the daughter, one of the daughters of Carl Stutz, and her husband Jim. What I'd like to do is, something happened yesterday. I had one of our major league players come out and say, why are we doing this? What's this about? And not to embarrass anybody, that's why we're doing this, folks. Because I don't know where you were in 1939, but I sure wasn't here. These guys were paving the way of Little League Baseball. And if we can get one of them to come back here and support, that is a big deal for us. So if they wouldn't mind saying a couple words, you folks should listen. Understand what that was. If you were here yesterday, you heard me say a couple trivial questions, a couple little fun facts about 1939. But you know what? I need these guys to tell you what baseball was like and where we've come all this way, 75 years. So, Al, would you like to say something first? Oh, Bill Baird.
It's an honor to be here today to help you with your 75th anniversary. It's remarkable. The oldest Little League in the world, they can never take it away from you. But it's all been possible because of the volunteers. They have given up their free time and helped this league for 75 years. You should be thankful for them. And I wish you 75 and more. Best of luck.
It's hard to believe that I was that small while I was this. I grew. Boys, be appreciative of what Mr. Carl Stotts did for you. He started this thing 75 years ago. In a field over here, go over, you can still see it. Nothing like this, not manicured. You can still see some of the cinders that we played on. So be appreciative of what you've got. You've really got something to look forward to. Thank you.
Good morning, boys and girls. It's wonderful to be here to assist in the celebration of 75 years of Little League baseball. I can remember when I was that small, because I never did go over very big. So consequently, size doesn't always mean the difference in the ball. I had a dream which was brought about by the founder of Little League baseball, Carl Stotts. It was a dream at that time of being out there in San Juan, playing with Ricky Johnson, club going out, something that was, that this would come to something that has existed over 75 years and is continually growing stronger. You can be very thankful that you've had persistence, the guidance and leadership of the people who assist you on a volunteer basis so that you become a dream of maybe being a professional ball player. The dream that I had when I was 10 years old, never lost the dream, and with the Lord help, with Carl Stotts, I got to become my first professional ball player out of Little League baseball. I didn't make the majors, it was close, but I didn't make the majors, but just the mere fact that it was a driving force from the time that I was 10 years old, the direction of volunteers got to that position of ball. So, boys, enjoy what you're doing. If hardships come up, you'll live to win, you'll live to live. So, just be very thankful, be very appreciative of all the people that are helping you get to this stature of life such as I am. Thank you again for the invitation. I'm so happy that I've been here for your program.
As Al said, he was the first Little Leaguer to be offered a major league contract. Or if you're Bill Baird, the first batting champion ever. Or Dick Hauser, 4 generations of Little Leaguers playing baseball. They have so much knowledge that kids can learn by. Hopefully we can get them to stay after this is done. Maybe just walk over and say hi and say thank you. Because that's what we deserve. We need to say thank you to them to get something out of today. I would also see if Karen would like to come out here and maybe say a couple words because you guys are missing out on a lot of little history things as the years go by. When you become young men, young women, into mature men and mature women, this day is going to be important. It's something you need to take home with you. So Karen, would you like to come out and say anything? Karen Stotts Myers. I know it's last minute, but
Okay. I guess I'll give you a little of the history. Does anyone know where my father started to figure out the dimensions for baseball, for Little League? Oh here. Okay, right out here in left field. So the left fielder, you have the privilege of playing on the site that was actual birthplace. That's why this Little League field can be called the birthplace of Little League baseball, even though the first game was not played here. Not only are you the oldest league, this is the oldest existing Little League field in the world. And there's a movement right now to get it placed on the National Registry. Who are the pitchers in this group? Oh my, okay, great. Well, when you're on that mound, you're standing on the mound that Cy Young stood on in 1955 and threw out the first ceremonial ball that day, and it was a perfect strike. I hope you all know who Cy Young is. So have a great day. It's a beautiful day to play ball, and good luck.
So folks, take all this in, learn a little bit more. Those of you that aren't playing today, stop by, please. Honor, give them what they deserve. They deserve your undivided attention, whether it's a handshake or a thank you. These gentlemen here, the ones that didn't make it today, and the ones that are looking above you, looking down and saying, thank you. Thank you for being here. One last thing, Mr. Fink. Would you please just come here for a second? Just wanted to, in front of all the kids, all the people, shake your hand. From originally for doing the shirts and supporting our league and making this happen. Thank you. All right, let's play ball.
Hey, look out, watch your head.
Thank you very much.
I know why you won the picture, Dick.
Two. That first pitch was done by Dick Hauser. Gentleman just showed up here on the mound. That happens to be Dick Hindeman, one of the other 1939 guys. Thank you, guys.
One more.
When you think about 75 years of Little League baseball, there's another gentleman on a pitcher's mound.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That's wonderful.
Hey, Jim, he played for the White Sox.
Skipper, 1940 guy, actually played in the major leagues. His name will be known being on the Chicago White Sox.
Can you play for the White Sox? Yeah.